It's like the creepiest thing ever, like.
I know.
I just saw like people walking out in a single file line, and then they say nothing. Nothing. Well, there was a couple of people. Yeah, a couple of people were just like, no.
So let's learn a little bit about sociology. In sociology, we have this term called norms. Norms is societal expectations of behavior. We can break these down into two camps, either big ones, which we call mores, or little ones, which are folkways. Mores are things like murder or robbing a bank or cheating on a partner. And folkways are smaller things, but that are still, kind of rules of the road, so to speak. So things like, don't belch in public, or if I stick my hand out, you should shake it. Or if I say, hey, how's it going? I really don't want to know your life story. When someone breaks a societal norm, we call this an act of deviance. Deviance means to deviate from whatever the societal norm is. When this happens, there's typically social sanctions. So this could be something as small as people giving you a crazy look, like, what are you doing? Or it could be something as big as, say, jail time, or even the death penalty. One of the most pervasive social norms in our culture is the norm of activity, of doing something. Even when you're not doing anything, you're doing something. As an example of this, think about what people do at an airport when they're waiting for a flight to come in. They don't just stand motionless with no expression on their face. They fidget, they fix their hair, they fix their clothing, they have a cell phone out, they are playing on that, they're reading a magazine. So even when we have nothing to do, we have to do something. It's expected of us, and if you don't, you're considered kind of a weirdo. So I got to thinking, what if I took my class of 262 students and had them go into a public place and do nothing? How would people react? What would people do? Would people think that they were creepy, scary, or maybe weird, or even, God forbid, crazy? Well, I wanted to find out. So here's what happened.
I don't know if I want to keep moving because everybody stopped and stuff. I mean, man, because there's too many people to be a class, so it ain't a class.
You're doing nothing. She says she's doing nothing, but you're doing something. What's this for?
What were you feeling while doing nothing?
I was amused. Just the people at the tables were freaking out. They were like, what are these people doing? And they kept asking like everybody to see if they would get a different answer. I mean, I saw one guy get in another guy's face about it, like right up in his face. And he was like, what are you doing? And I don't know, I was just like, why is this so serious?
People's reactions, they're like, oh, they're playing freeze tag. We gotta go unfreeze them. No.
That's pretty good.
I really didn't know what to expect. I was kind of eager to see what people were going to do. People were just like watching and laughing.
I really didn't expect people to stop and stare the way they did. I mean, I know I expected a few strange looks, but there was actually a crowd outside of our circle going on. It was really strange.
I definitely did not expect that people would take so much notice of us. We were doing something as simple as standing there. And if I was doing anything like texting on the phone or listening to music, no one would pay attention. But when you're doing something that's outside of the norm, everyone stops and takes notice.
I was very amused because people looked so baffled and really confused about what was happening. And some people even looked outraged, and it just made me laugh.
You could hear some really odd remarks that you didn't expect, or that I didn't expect. Some people got angry. They were like, "Oh, we should go push some people or like punch somebody in the face or stuff like that." So
they, like the people walking around, would just like they would honestly stop. And they'd like whisper to their friends, "What's going on?" Then they'd stare and they'd be like, "Is this a class?" And a couple people were like, "Are they in trouble? Like, is this like a punishment for something?" And they would like just stare, and then when we started clapping and walking away, they were just like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to class." And I was just like, "All right, well, see you later." So.
Flash mob, is that what they call it?
What's a flash mob?
Where they do stuff out of the norm.
Yeah.
And then just see how other people react to stuff, you know?